We are back with more My Southern Home, and I'm here with Vinny Barber with Barber Cabinet Company. And Vinny, we're so excited to have you back on the show.
I'm glad to be here, Kimberly.
So you take me to a gorgeous house back in my hometown.
Yes, of Bardstown, Kentucky.
So tell me a little bit about this remodel, because the space that we're in looked very different before. What did it look like?
Yes, well, this kitchen was real 1980s is what I would like to call it. And it was real closed in and didn't have a lot of light. And so the homeowner wanted to open it up. And so she wanted to put the big window in to get the view of the backyard, as you'll see with the beautiful rock wall. And so having her kitchen open with a lot of space was important to her.
Well, you've done an amazing job with that, and it's amazing the before and after, because this wall of windows really opens it up and shines all the beautiful natural light on her brand new cabinets.
Yes, and so she wanted as much light as she could and as much room, so we made the island as big as we could, and so the walkway was a little tight, and as you can see, we moved the wall going into the garage and put it on an angle to make it as wide as possible to get as much walkway as possible.
So with the beautiful cabinets that she has here, it's really changed the storage that she has in the flow of the kitchen. Was that important to her?
Yes, she wanted a lot of drawers for big stuff, and we've got dividers for her silverware and for her utensils, pots and pan drawers, and she also has a walk-in pantry that's hidden.
And the walk-in pantry is gorgeous, and I love how you made it look like a wall of cabinetry.
Yes, and that was real important to make it look like a cabinet so that nobody realizes that they have a walk-in pantry.
And that's really popular right now, these hidden rooms.
Yes, a lot of customers are doing walk-in pantries, and they like to have them where people don't really realize that they're there.
You know, it's just amazing when you sit in your space and think about how you can use it more, how you can change how you live in your kitchen, how you work in your kitchen when you really take the time to do that.
Yes, well, your kitchen, most families nowadays they're the center of the home, and that's where everybody likes to congregate and to be with each other. And so the space is important because you want to be able to design it where multiple people can be in the kitchen and somebody still can work without tripping over each other.
And that's why these large islands are so popular right now, right?
Correct. That's why a lot of people like the big islands, because then they can, have people on one side of the island while other people are working on the opposite side.
And Vinny, I love how she has a smaller sink in her island.
Yes, so she put a prep sink in the island to be closer to the stove. And also too, the island is deeper than normal. And so we also made the drawers deeper. So I ordered special tracks to make the drawers deeper than what a standard drawer box would be, so that you don't lose any space on the island.
I love how everything is customized in this kitchen, which is the beauty of hiring a company like Barber Cabinet Company.
Right. Well, everything we do is custom. So pretty much if you can dream it, we can build it.
Well, she was dreaming with her master bath as well, and she wanted a lot of cabinet space in there.
Yes, so we did a long vanity, and then it's got 3 stacks of drawers, and it also has a little tower in the middle to maximize the space.
So you reconfigured that room as well.
Yes, and then she did a walk-in steam shower, and like I say, it's pretty nice, as you'll see.
And Vinny, you helped her with several rooms here, including a bench in her mudroom.
Yes, so we did a mudroom bench in there with a shelf above it, and so it has storage for the shoes and stuff underneath.
So a lot of people, when they think of Barber Cabinet Company, they just think of kitchens, or they think of vanities for their bathrooms, but you guys do a variety of different items for homeowners.
Yes, we design, we do kitchens, bathrooms, laundry rooms, bookcases. Sometimes we do closets. It just all depends on what the customer wants us to do.
So what's the best case scenario for homeowners to think about before they call you?
Well, it's like I tell most people, go into different magazines and pick your pictures of things that you like and bring them in. And then, you know, like I like to see the space of what you have so that I can look at what it is and then talk to you about what your needs are and then try to put everything together to design what you want for your specific house.
Well, and that's a good point too, because when you look at the space, what someone who's not an expert thinks might be a hindrance is not at all.
No, most of the time it's not. It's just, you know, as a designer, a lot of times you just have to figure out what the customer really wants and take the time to think it out and put it all on paper. And with it being custom, we pretty much can make it any way they want it.
And for people that aren't familiar, what's the difference between stock cabinetry and a custom cabinet?
Well, stock cabinetry, they build cabinets in 3-inch increments, whereas a custom cabinet, like what we do, and we're old school, and also, in case you don't know, we've been in business 75 years this year. But we build things the old school way that we were taught, and all the cabinets are as long as they can be. So it's like I usually tell most people, if I can get it in your house in one piece, it's going to be in one piece.
Well, thank you so much, Vinny. It was a pleasure being with you today.
Well, thank you, Kimberly. I really enjoyed being on the show with you today.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.